Carol, you should be able to unmute yourself. I'm going to go ahead and pin your video and everything. But if y'all don't know who this bundle of joy is, you're about to find out. One of my favorite freaking humans on this entire planet. But I just kind of want you to start with your story, and we're just going to kind of go from there. So, yeah.
Okay, so I actually have my story kind of written down. Am I breaking up or anything?
No, your video is a little glitchy, but I can hear, like, the sound is perfect.
Okay, I'm in the middle of BFE, so I'm from Alabama. Okay, I'm Caroline. I somehow picked up the nickname Caro, and it was somebody in It Works, and I still don't know who started it. And I joined in April 2018. I actually joined for more sleep, for being honest. A lot of people think they're going to lose time or lose sleep and all that, and I joined for more sleep, and that's literally exactly what happened. I had been working 80 hours a week average as a CNA in a veterans home, 20 hours part-time at a retail clothing store that I hated, and I was in college full-time. So I scheduled 4.5 hours of sleep in the middle of the day from like 10 a.m. to like 2 p.m. It was like no sleep, and I was literally like going to give myself a heart attack at like 18 years old. I was stress eating. I was drinking awful energy drinks to stay awake all night because I worked afternoon and evening shifts, and it sucked. And then I was in a really bad car accident, January 2018, knocked me out of work for a few months, put me in a lot of debt. I went back to work. I have permanent injuries, so I hated my life, and I wanted more sleep. So I came across Carly. I was needing to lose weight. Carly Guerrero, she's my enroller. Found her on Instagram somehow. She says it was through a hosted post. I don't know. Bought $156 worth of products from her. I don't know why. And I worked overtime to get those. I liked them. The next month after buying my products, I joined for a half off deal. So I went Ruby the last day of June 2018, and I got the $1,000 Ruby bonus. It was 2 months after I joined. It was when you had to have 5 people on your team too. So I did that. And then actually after then I stopped working. And I tell everyone this, I'm so open about it because it's just part of my story, but I stopped working. I was posting, so it looked like I was working, but I actually promoted to Emerald in August, not working, got the $5,000 Emerald bonus for not working, and it didn't feel good. I got a $1,200 Emerald check, which is a really high Emerald check, that I didn't earn. So I had quit my part-time job by then, and then I got another new full-time job. And my full-time job, I ended up traveling. I was 12 hours out of town every single day at a car dealership. Shannon and I have this in common. We both worked at Honda, and it sucked. I did not like my managers. My managers were so rude, very disrespectful. I was this young blonde and surrounded by a bunch of grown men. Men are pigs. And so that sucked. I cried on my way to work to Anderson on the phone, and then I cried on the way home from work to Courtney Booth or Carly on the way home, or either I was listening on a Zoom and I was still not working. So from August when I promoted to December, my check went from, since I still wasn't working, my check went from a $1,200 Emerald check to a $50 distributor check by December. You can lose your ish that quick if you quit working. I didn't work my way up to Emerald. I was built there, and I still wasn't working, and it went down that quickly. So Anderson, his crazy self, bought conference tickets when he heard that it was in Tampa. He was like, woo, vacation, let's go to Tampa. And he bought 2 conference tickets, early bird pricing, last year. And I now forever owe everything I ever earned from It Works to him, because if he hadn't have done that, I wouldn't have snapped out of it in December and realized, oh crap, we're leaving to go the farthest I've ever been from home, because I grew up in a big family, didn't travel. In less than a month, we leave to go this far away, and I just got paid $50 as a distributor rate as an emerald. That's embarrassing. So I just started working, and by the time we got to conference this past year, my first conference, I had gotten my paycheck back up to almost $300 in 1 month. So I just started going. I just started doing the things. I started going crazy with Host to Post, and then ThermoFight-X was launched, and I ended up with my own skincare results. I went crazy on skincare. Like, I hadn't had any visible weight loss results yet. I've lost 40 pounds now, but like, I hadn't lost weight then when I started getting my check back up. So skincare, I went crazy with that. So when people think you have to lose weight to be successful, that's so not true. And that's like my biggest pet peeve, because I'm just like, no. But, and then went to conference. Floyd Hustle was born because we saw people on stage for their results, and that's our goal. We've been contacting higher ups, being like, hey, you wanna help us out? And we are trying our hardest to get on stage for our results. We're 120 pounds down combined. And now then I re-promoted is what I like to say. I don't like to say I maintained. I left conference, and then in March, we left conference in February. In March, I re-promoted to Emerald. It was the first time I'd ever put in the work ethic to ever hit that rank. So that was a really big deal to me. I was now maintaining my $5,000 bonus again, and life just seemed really dandy. And then in April, we went diamond and hit the $10,000 bonus. So now I have 3 active working legs who are all trying to go diamond. So it seems a lot more feasible to just go triple and just like, what's a double, you know? So that's where we are now. And that's me.
I freaking love that. There was so much of your story I actually didn't know about, which is crazy to me, because I'm going to go back and forth about this. I love that you said, like, I like to tell people I quit because it's a part of my story, because I also quit after I joined, and I'm embarrassed to tell people because I'm like, I don't want anyone to know that, but like, I love that you kind of like, not embrace it, but like you talk about it and you kind of like speak through it. You know what I mean? Like, I love that, just because I don't know, like whenever I quit, I did the same thing. I was like posting, and I like told Shay that I was enrolling all the things. I wasn't doing anything. And like, she'd be like, honey, like I can see your enrollments. And I'm like, no, you can't. Don't tell me that. Like, don't call me out like that.
That is wild.
Yeah, like I would tell her that I had enrolled like 4 systems, which like if you know like what a system was, I think it was like 110 VB. I was like, yeah, I enrolled like a system today. And she was like, oh yeah, did you? And I was like, yeah, I did. And like, it's so embarrassing, but you know, we all come from somewhere, you guys. Literally kills me. But so you kind of talked, like, I had like some questions written down and then you would answer them, but I'm gonna kind of like ask you these same questions so you can kind of go like more in depth a little bit. But I kind of want you, like, the first thing I want to say is like, whenever you quit and like you did come back, like there literally was like, did something happen, or was it just simply the fact of like wanting to go to conference? Does that make sense? Like, what kind of like made that switch in your brain? I hope that makes sense.
I didn't want.
That's good.
I did not want to go to conference. Yeah, I was literally the biggest bitch about conference. I did not want to go. I was like, that's only something that rich, hot people go to. Like, that was me. Like, I was not about to go to conference. I told him all the time he was crazy. I literally tried to back out the day before we left. Like, it was a wild time. I was like, I'm the biggest one going. I don't want to go. Like, I'm embarrassed. I was like, I had re-maintained executive by this point, and I was like, I'm an emerald maintaining executive. Like, who goes to conference, you know, after making a fool of themselves like that? Well, I did. That's what came from it. And I think a lot of it was just because I didn't want to be embarrassed. And then also a lot of it was just because of Anderson. Like, I hate saying that, but it really was. And, you know, I tell people now, do not depend on somebody else to, like, push you or whatever. But he is, like, that's why I say I owe every penny to him. But you need to find you one of him. But it's not mine. And I don't know, like, I really hated my new job. I hated it so much, and I think that was a lot of it. Like, I literally quit my job April 3rd and then went diamond April 29th while I was having relationship issues, while I was staying with a friend at her dorm 2.5 hours from home. Like, I went diamond, got the 10K bonus through a bunch of crap, and it was just because I was like, I have to, because I quit my job. Like, I was just like, I was just,
really just
I think a lot of hate.
Yeah, just like making that decision and just like really making it happen. I love that. Okay, so the next question I have is, I feel like I'm on like an interview, but I guess that's kind of what these are, but it's fine. Why, like, obviously I know like you love our products, like you've had amazing freaking results from them. So like, what is your take on like why using products is important for your business?
Well, first of all, hold on. I wrote something down the other day, and like y'all need to hear it. Where is it? Hold on. It's something that you might have heard it, because it's something that Jade was talking about, that Carly was on, that came from Rachel Hollis or something. But it was like, if I can find it.
Good, don't worry.
Oh my gosh. Oh, if you can't take care of you, you can't take care of them. And that, like, oh, that hit me so hard. If you can't take care of you, you can't take care of your health. How do you expect to take care of customers? How do you expect to take care of your team? How do you expect to take care of your relationship? Like, if you can't take care of yourself, like, how do you expect to be able to take care of so many other people? Like, that's your job. So I'm not trying to pressure you and be like, use all the products, but if you don't start trying to take a healthy lifestyle seriously, like, dude, you're promoting a health and beauty company, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I felt like a phony. You know, I was over 200 pounds and 5'3", promoting weight loss products, but not taking them seriously. Like, I had stock of them. I wasn't using them. So I just started using them every day because I was like, well, I have them, and I'm being a phony because I have no results from these. And people would ask me, you know, people had pointed out that I was overweight and not a product of the product or whatever. And I had skincare results and I had hair growth results, but I went diamond before I even had very visible weight loss results. And then I just got really serious about my weight, about foods I was putting into my body, Dr. Pepper, and we are so like in a lot of ways, but like, yeah.
Don't hurt me like that, man. Don't hurt me.
But basically it was just like I said, like, you just, how do you expect to take care of your clients, your team, and, you know, everybody else if you can't take care of yourself?
No, yeah, I love that. I think that's so true though. Like, I've never heard that phrase before, but like that is so true. And like the other day, my mom was like saying some things. I think I posted like a picture of my like margarita or something like on my story, and my mom was like, I love how you're promoting weight loss products and all you do is drink margaritas. And I was like, oh. I was like, that one hurt. Like, it was so funny, but I was like, that one hurt me, Mom. Like, that was not okay. And like, obviously, I'm not even gonna like go.
Like, I did that for last year, and I was 20 years old, or it was my 20th birthday, and I was posting that.
Yeah, no, it's so funny though. But like, I love that though, because I can truly say, like, once I personally started like just not, I mean, like, yeah, it's a weight loss journey. Like, I think I've lost like 20 pounds, but it's like just like a health journey. Like, once I just started getting serious about that and like showing people that, like, I feel like it just kind of like translated to that. And like, people will come to me and they're just like, I just like want to be healthy. Like, how does one become a healthy human? And like, I'll even just like send them the Live Fit app or things like that, just so they can like start like somewhat of their journey, and then like obviously spin the wheel, get coins, end up joining, blah blah blah. But just kind of doing it like that. And like, I love that though, because I've never heard it like that, but I love that you said that. The next thing,
and
oh, go ahead.
Literally 80% of what goes into your body is what affects your brain.
Yeah.
And so if you want to be a good leader, and if you want to, like, I don't know, if you want to be like a kind person, be kind to what's going into your body. And that doesn't mean overloading on Reese's like all the time. Like, every now and then, but what goes into your body is literally like what's going on in your brain.
No, totally. And like I can even say like from personal experience, like some of like the like hardest times mentally, I can look back and be like, yeah, homegirl, you only ate Tootsie Rolls, Sweet Tarts, Dr. Pepper, and triple cheese pizza rolls. Like, no duh, you know? And it's like, sorry, like, yeah, I still eat pizza rolls. And like, I do not post them on my story because like y'all are not about to know that I indulge on like 15 pizza rolls at a time at like midnight. Like, no, it's like, you know what I mean? But it's just like, I don't know, like, I love that you said that though, because like that is so true. Like, I never really understood the importance of like nutrition. And like, that was one thing that like I love that this business like brought to my life, because like I'm not in school or anything because I dropped out for the second time. What's up? But it's like I still got this like nutrition textbook, like read it like late at night when I'm like super bored, just to kind of like give myself like info about nutrition, because I'm green and I like to read textbooks, I guess. I don't even know, but I love that though, and I love that you said that, because like I feel like that's like a really good correlation between the two. And like, I don't know, I've never heard it explained like that, but I really liked that. Okay, so the next thing I wanted you to kind of go over was like branding yourself, and like you can go into social media and all of that, but like I know you have like Floyd Hustle, so I want you to like kind of talk about that and like what it's done for you.
Well, I always clam up when someone starts asking me about this, because the one time when Shay brought up me and Danny and somebody else talking about branding yourself on Instagram, I was like, I don't know, because I was like, I have these pets and I have Anderson and I eat way too many fudge pops just because they say sugar free but are loaded with aspartame, and like that's me. And I don't, like, I was like, I'm not in school, I'm not like a mom, I'm not, I don't live on my own yet, like I'm a 20-year-old just trying to make it by, and like I was like, I don't have a thing. But I think my thing, I said this on a training last night, is being extremely extra, but like being nonchalant about it. Like I will go out and hold up a bunch of turkeys in the store and have Anderson take my picture and take a picture of him doing it. But it's not like I'm going out dressed like a 12 in my high heels and glitter and stuff. Like I'll be extra, but I'm really nonchalant about it. And I think just being loud and repetitive and just showcasing all the, like, a lot of the dirty uglies in my life is my brand. I think that's what it is. And then, of course, the whole Floyd Hustle thing, the ups and downs of healthy lifestyle, because good Lord, it's hard. Weight loss and stereotyping and all sorts of stuff. I'm just very vocal about really anything that'll come up, and I just try to make myself look like an extremely approachable person. So that's really like what my brand is, and I think I just started that because I started noticing if I would post like a screenshot of something that someone DM'd me or something, it made me look more approachable, and like 2 more people would DM me something, and it's just like random stuff, like nothing business related, but like I just started being really loud about the really simple stuff. So like, rescue animals. We've gone through a lot with rescue animals, like heartbreaking deaths. The 2 kittens we rescued were one from drowning, the other one was like bleeding half to death. Both were like 11 ounces, and those took months to rehabilitate, and like we've gone through thousands of dollars and so much money because of animals. So I got like really open about that. So I have a huge animal following, and like animal lover following. And all I did was just be really repetitive and loud about it. And even though I felt super repetitive, like other people, it was just like, you know how you go on Netflix to watch your favorite show? Like, even though you've seen Friends 300 times, you're just going to go open Netflix and turn it on again. Well, that's what people do when they're used to seeing stuff on your feed that they like seeing. So even though you feel like it's old, it's still stuff that other people want to keep seeing. Because if I stop posting about something, people let me know. Like, they're like, hey, I haven't seen this. Like I got caught up in the cats and whatever, and somebody was like, hey, I haven't seen Jax lately, and he's one of my dogs, and I was like, oh crap. So I had to start posting more Jax, because I was like, people are noticing I'm not posting about Jax. And it's just being loud about what you have. And I don't know, like, that's just me. Like, I'm just loud about everyday life, even though I have a very regular life.
No,
And
yeah,
I just show the dirty uglies too.
yeah, no, I love that. And like even Molly said it in the chat, like I love the analogy with the TV shows, because like that is so true. Like I've never thought about it like that, because like you were saying like you've seen Friends like 400 times, and I'm just like, I've literally watched Frozen 6 times today because I love it, you know? But I'm like, because I just like go back and keep watching it, you know? And like, I mean, not really, but I watched it like 2 times, but you understand. But it's like, I keep going back because I keep watching it. And like, I don't know, that's so true though. But I love all these analogies you're giving. I'm excited. Yeah, also, if anyone has any questions for her, like, please throw them into the chat. I'm just kind of like coming up with questions as we go. So if y'all want to help out, that would be
cool. About anything, like anything.
Yeah, we're all open friends here. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to ask was, what are your like daily non-negotiables? Like kind of what you do throughout the day. Obviously, everyone's schedules are different and all that, but just like kind of like, what do you do in a day essentially?
So, I kind of tried to make my schedule really kind of go with Anderson's schedule. He finally got on a steady one, so I feel like my life is back to normal. And so he has to be at work super early. So when he gets up, I get up, and while he's getting ready for work, I like open my phone, I catch up with everything, because lately I've been going to bed like super, super early. And so like I miss a lot, but I'm just like, sorry guys, I'm close. Like I'm just like, I'm not staying up for you. Like I'll be here in the morning. And it hasn't been detrimental to my business at all. If anything, it's helped for me to have open and close hours. I was thinking I had to stay up until 3 a.m. and then wake up at 5 a.m. to be available for everyone at every single time of the day. And that's just not fair to me. And I had to learn that it's okay to be a little bit selfish with my time. So I go to bed a little bit earlier now, and I'll wake up at about 5:30. Sometimes it rolls into 6. You know how it is. Like I'm 20. Like like 6 o'clock is really good for a 20-year-old.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah. So we drive from his house to my parents' house. It's like a really weird situation, but we drive from his house, and he drops me off at my parents' house during the day. It's kind of like dropping me off at the office, and which is my bedroom. And he goes to work like a mile away. So I'm dropped off at my house by like 6:30, and when I get there, like I make my coffee, like I have like a quiet morning. Nobody else is up yet. I get to love on the animals a little bit, because they're literally like kids. Like they scream at me if I don't give them love. And yes, I'm talking about the kittens. Like they scream at me if I don't give them attention. And I make my coffee. I show my story of me using my coffee. If I do celery, I don't do celery every single day, but if I'm feeling celery, I'll show that. I basically show the things I'm doing on my story throughout the day as I'm doing them, because people are really nosy and want to see that. So after that, I'll get on like an 8 a.m. Like I'll do like my own thing, just chilling from like 7 to 8. And I'm just kind of like catching up, doing a little scrolling. I probably shouldn't, but just having like a really chill morning, because I've learned having chill mornings has made me so much more zen. And I'm not a zen person. I'm extremely blue and red. And I am not a zen person, but it's helped me so much. So I just kind of chill from like 7 and 8, and I think it's been really good for me. And then at 8 o'clock, I start a power hour with either some sidelines or my downline. And I have like a list, and it's actually, I think it's my it's like my wall, it's like my home screen on here, my power hour list, just because that way I don't have to look for it in my photos every morning. But I can read my power hour list. It's literally just post on all social media platforms, and this is from 8 to 9. Comment and interact with 25 people on Instagram, 4 story slides on Instagram and Facebook. Mine are linked. Message anyone that commented or liked my last business opportunity post. and then follow 65 on Instagram, message people who commented on or liked my last post on Facebook, post or add myself to new Facebook groups, like post in a group, comment and interact in a group, or add myself to new Facebook groups, and then add 20 new friends on Facebook. And that's like a power hour that's like broken down into, instead of just post, message, follow up, whatever, grow network and stuff, it's like a little more broken down, and it works better for me like that. So that's what I do from 8 to 9. And at 9, journaling Zoom. I am constantly hounding our leaders chat about in my downline, and then Carly's leaders chat. I'm like, get on journaling Zoom. Were you on journaling Zoom this morning? And if they weren't on, I send them what the prompts were. I preach journaling Zoom like it's journal or die. And I've always been like, I'm really blue and really red, so I've always been the kind of person who thought that kind of stuff was really downright stupid. And now it's like I have the worst day of my life if I don't. So even on Saturdays, I do my own journaling. Like this week on Thanksgiving, I'm going to do my own journaling. Like all you have to do is go on Pinterest and look up journaling prompts, since there won't be any journaling Zooms. And then after that, I just kind of like go about my day. I post on my stories throughout my day, just anything stupid that the animals are doing. I make sure to constantly have some type of products and some type of business opportunity thing up on my story constantly. So like if like a business opportunity thing expires after the 24 hours, then another one goes up. So I constantly have both some type of product and some type of business every single day. I make sure I don't go more than, if I go 4 or 5 hours without uploading a story, it's a sin to me. I don't try to go longer than 3 hours because I notice like it's kind of weird. The more stories I put up, the more views I get, and I don't know why. Because some people think that when your little top lines look like a caterpillar, that people aren't going to be interested and they'll get tired of seeing that many stories. But I'm like, for me, people just want to see the entertainment. And the entertainment is literally just my daily life and not even anything special. So it's just like, if I only put like 7 things up, like 7 taps up that on my story, I don't get many views. And that's because I don't, like, it means my picture's not at the front of the list. So my story's constantly updated. If I go 4 or 5 hours, like, I want to, like, hit myself in the face. And then Anderson gets off of work at like 3:30 or 4. So I just try to get like most of my messages, any growing my network, any like host to post, which host to post for me and messaging is like mixed. Just their regular stuff, like all before he gets off of work. So it feels like I've kind of clocked in and then clocked out. When he gets off, we either go to the gym right then or we do it a couple hours later. When I'm in the gym, my phone's all do not disturb, and my team knows that because it's too distracting. And then in the afternoons, I'm a little bit like less active on my phone so that I can give Anderson and like the family the time that they need, so I don't get complaining from them. And then it keeps fights down in relationships, because I know a lot of people struggle with that. Just give them their time and it'll be fine. And then when Zoom time comes around, which is usually 8 or 9 o'clock at night, I get on Zooms, and then I'll do like some more messaging or replying or stories or whatever. Stories are just all throughout the day. I don't set times, but anything else is just like finishing up messages and communicating with my team and stuff at night before I go to sleep. And I communicate with my team all day. So because I don't do much, I'm usually available like all day.
No,
so
yeah.
my schedule's just kind of like, I just do the stuff when I do the stuff.
Yeah, okay, totally. I love that. Also, someone in the chat said, how do you guys promote our sales like Black Friday? What's your mindset? I can give some tips on that, but if you want to share anything, like, please go ahead.
I am all about making sure my current customers go place a freaking order. I it way more, like, personally, I don't know about this time around, like, I'm all going to be all for it. Like, I have a list of people that I'm going to be messaging that have been potentials. I've talked to a bunch of potentials today about it launching tomorrow and all that jazz. A lot of them want coffee and greens for BOGO, and I just like, but I make sure, like, 10 out of 10 to contact my current customers and be like, dude, you got to be the first to know. And then they're like, if they want to place an order, Allison Jackson kind of showed me this the last time we had a deal going on. She just goes on her website, goes to the specific, instead of sending a cart, instead of doing that, she goes on her website, she goes to, like, whatever's BOGO. So just say we're going to Wraps or whatever, or Beauty Works or whatever. Just go ahead and go to that product on your site, copy the link while you're on the page of the product, and then, like, insert it into the message that you're talking to your current customer on. Because I will tell my customers what, like, I know for sure. I, like, know my customers because I know what they buy. Like, I know I get to know a lot of people before they sign up as customers. So someone that's talked to me about collagen or HSN before but hasn't bought it, I'll literally be like, dude, HSN is BOGO right now. And I'll send them the link directly to that, because then they can log into their account at checkout and whatever and place an order. And I just have steps listed out of how to log into their account, how to find their ID, that it's whatever password they set up, and how to place their one-time order for the BOGO, and with the link to that direct product. So I'm all about customer retention. That boosts BV like crazy. Like, I think people forget about that. But as for new customers, I think you touched on the Zoom earlier about a new mindset with new customers, and, like, I kind of needed to hear that. So, like, you can touch on that if you want to.
Okay, so, like, my biggest thing I can say for that is, like, just tips on, like, if you haven't, Courtney, I just did a Zoom with Courtney Bohr about, like, actual tips for Black Friday, so definitely go and watch that. I'm pretty sure it's already up on YouTube, but like, my biggest thing I can say is, like, anytime a BOGO would come out, this was literally, so I've been in the business for over 2 years now, and this was up until, I want to say, like, January, like, this past January. So I had been in the business for over a year, and I was like, anytime a BOGO would come out, I'd be like, great, like, another sale that I'm not going to get a customer for. And that's literally what my mindset would be like. So what do you think would happen? Like, I wouldn't enroll anything because I literally had such a crappy mindset about it. But if I, like, so, like, what I did, I know, I don't remember what month it was, but I specifically remember it was a wrap BOGO, and I had just picked up my groceries, and it, like, got released, and I was like, great, that's gonna freaking suck. And then I was like, you know what? No. I was like, it's not gonna suck, and I am literally going to enroll all the freaking volume from this BOGO because I am going to freaking do it. And that's literally all I said. I was like, I'm gonna get home, and I started, like, typing up messages with, like, talk to text in my notes. It was like, oh my gosh, their app does X, Y, and Z. You're gonna love it. Buy it. Please and thank you. Like, blah, blah, blah. And I just started sending messages out on Connect. And y'all, I literally had enrolled like 600 BV of, like, one-time orders from previous customers. And I would have done the exact same thing even if I didn't have a good mindset about it, and I wouldn't have enrolled crap. I almost said that word. It's fine. I wouldn't have enrolled anything from that. But because I literally was like, I am going to enroll customers, like, I did. And I literally got so many orders. And so also another thing that Courtney said to do was set goals for yourself and just, like, literally write down on a piece of paper exactly how many customers you want to enroll. So I was, like, looking at this, and I was like, I want to have 3 people do Beauty Works, 10 HSN, 7 carb control, 2 defining gel, 8 wraps, 2 facials, 3 lip and eye. Because personally, I know what I can sell, and I kind of did it out like that. That is 35 new customers or orders that I am manifesting to have from tomorrow to Friday. Hello. That's a lot of volume. That's a lot of volume, you guys. Yeah. And it's just like, cause I just know that I can. And, like, I don't know, like, it's a total mindset. And, like, I don't want you guys to think that I'm a lunatic. I can't talk. But, like, literally just have the mindset for it, you guys. Just decide it. Believe that you truly can. Set goals for yourself. And just, like, like if you want to, literally just start like journaling about it and just say like, I'm so excited to help 35 new people enroll with our stuff, and just like manifest that. If you haven't gone to watch Pam Souter's podcast that she did with Aida, it's like AIDA. It's like one of her recent ones, but it's about like money mindset. Go freaking listen to it, you guys. I did not know that I needed that podcast that was like 45 minutes long. Literally changed the whole like trajectory of my day at like 7 p.m. I was like, this was freaking awesome. But just make that decision. Know that you're going to do it. If BOGOs have never been your thing, don't freaking tell yourself that, because BOGOs are now going to be your thing, and you're going to be a BOGO queen, and you're going to go and roll all the things and get all the volume and get a high paycheck, because you need, like, because you are, you know, just do it. That's like, I kind of want to end that. But yeah, just like, don't overcomplicate it, you guys. You'll know how to enroll customers. You know how to message people on Connect. So like, do it, you know? Like, I'm not trying to be like that, but like, just go do it. I kind of needed to hear that for myself, but it's like, just like, you know what to do. So go do your thing, you know? But yeah, and just like take all the things that we've given you guys tonight and just kind of put them into action. So if anyone has any other questions for Caro, please put them in the chat. Also, don't know who gave you that nickname, but it's now your nickname. So sorry, boo, but it's fine. But yeah, so if anyone has any other questions.
I've taken it and I've just been like, because I have no filter, I just say like I'm Yellow Caro, whatever.
Yellow Caro, exactly. I love it. And it matches your shirt completely. But yeah, so if anyone has any other questions, or if you have any like last minute tips you want to give us, please go ahead and spit them to us. You've given us so much info. I'm so excited. But yeah, I'm so ready.
I just have a few like mindset things. I told some people some stuff last night, and it really like got across to them. So like I just wanted to make sure that you guys hear this stuff, because I feel like a lot of people need to hear it all the time. Basically, like, if you have the opinion that the market is oversaturated with It Works people or like other MLMs, and you just feel like there's not enough people in the world to like sell this stuff, basically the market is not oversaturated, your mind is oversaturated. Do some personal development and realize that there's like 7 billion people on this planet. And then just realize, like, just think about, as for branding yourself, just think like, how can I entertain people more with the life that I'm living now? Like, without changing your current life, like, how can you entertain people more? Like, if your pets do really stupid stuff, and I'm, you know, if I'm tripping, then tell me, but I'm pretty sure everyone's pets do stupid stuff. Show your story. Like, just do it. Like, pets and babies are golden. Even if you don't have babies, if you have grown kids, like, just do it. If you have friends that do silly stuff, like, whatever, just think, how can you entertain people more? And then be the most consistent person. You know, I made a post about this in like Pro Slay, but I've seen a massive shift in my social media and like my insights and numbers on Instagram and stuff, and it's literally just been because I've started being the most consistent person I know. So if you feel like your team is like not doing the things, or like in a situation where they're saying they want the things but not doing the things to get the things that they want, take a step back and stop trying to lead them for a second and try to lead yourself. Just start doing all the things that you know to do times 10, and they'll just follow through, because they're going to realize that they need you and they want this and they need you, like, to get it, you know?
Yeah.
So, let me see. And then branding again, make people know your name. That's my biggest thing. Like, I want to make people know my name. After you make someone know your name, make them remember it. Here's another analogy. If I go to the grocery store and a cashier checks me out, all cashiers wear name tags, right? I'm not really going to remember someone named Kayla's name tag. But if she happens to run into me in public, or if I go to the store again the next day and she's my cashier again, and she goes, "Hey, I remember you. I'm Kayla. I was your cashier yesterday." I'm going to go, "Oh, yeah, I remember you. You're Kayla." And it's literally because she followed up with me the day after. So, you know, that comes with being consistent. People come to me for dog advice. People come to me for healthy lifestyle advice. People come to me for relationship advice. And it's literally just because I'm super consistent with what I'm showing. And then this time of the year, a lot of people are worried about their paychecks, and I don't like saying that because I know seasons are a lot of a mental thing, but also like even Anderson's family store is like a seasonal, like every business goes through seasons or whatever, and this is like the colder seasons are slower for their store. So just remember that when your paycheck goes down, and like when I mean like when it goes really down, because I've experienced it, I'm sure everyone on this Zoom has experienced it. When it goes down, it's usually because you're too focused on you, your life, your emotions, and like your feelings, rather than focusing on providing and being excited about this opportunity to those who would appreciate the paycheck that you're complaining about.
Yep.
So you're focusing on you more than you're focusing on being excited about the opportunity that people would be grateful for right now. So, you know, just take a step back and just think about where your mind really is. Like, are you more worried about you and your life? Or are you worried about getting the word out to more people who would appreciate the paycheck that you're complaining about?
Yeah, and I love that. And that's like another thing that Pam Souter podcast was talking about, was going over some of those things. And I was like, that is so freaking true. Like, it's literally just like the law of attraction. And it's like, I truly think like the seasons are like a total mindset thing. And like, I could even just say for myself, and just like being like honest with you guys, like I went triple and I was like, I'm on top of the freaking world. Like, I'm here for it. Like, heck freaking yeah. And my mindset went to total like me. Like, I'm gonna like spend all my money on like things that I want to spend it on and like not do what I need to do. So then like, because I'm like attracting that, my paycheck went down. And I was like, oh my gosh, like granted, I still got a high double diamond paycheck, like a high double diamond average paycheck as a triple. So I was just like, okay, like it's fine. But like, oh my God, I'm broke. You know how many people in this world would kill for a $7,000 paycheck? And I'm over here like, I'm broke. Like, when that makes me so mad that these words came out of my mouth. But like, we all go through it. We all go and grow through it. So just kind of talking about that. And going back on another thing you said about like the market's like so saturated with like it works people, blah 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 blah. Because I'm green and I like to know these things, we like the it works community is 15% of the population of Dallas, Texas. Okay, like of Dallas.
Dallas is loaded, dude.
And Dallas isn't even one of the biggest cities. Houston has like 1 million more people than Dallas does. But Dallas has 1.3 million people, and we are literally 15% of that. The whole It Works community. Y'all, that right there, I was like, and I live in Texas, so that's why I did Dallas, but I was just like, what the heck? Like, that is crazy. We have like about 200,000 like actively paid distributors. So if you want to do it of your hometown, to like kind of put that in perspective, like if you've never been to Dallas, go do that. But it's just like, you guys, like there are billions of people in this world that like we have the opportunity to share this to them. So like, why are you not taking advantage of that? Like, why? And like, I can even like speak this for myself. Like, why are you literally complaining about how you have to work from your phone when like I can name at least 15 people right now that are working out in the rain outside, you know? And it's like, wow. And like, I don't know, like that just like kind of like puts it into perspective for me. And like, especially like seeing Shay like coming home from like Honduras. Y'all, those people got nothing. Like, you want to talk about people that literally come from nothing. Like, they literally come from nothing. And I'm over here complaining about sending 100 people messages on Instagram from my fully charged phone with my heated and weighted blanket in my fully paid apartment with my heater on, drinking the smoothie, and I'm going to sit there and complain about it.
And they have to walk, like, miles just to go poop.
Yeah, and get like a meal a day. Like, I don't mean to go super deep on y'all like that, but like I just kind of had to put things into perspective for myself. Like, maybe someone needed to hear that, and that's why that literally just flowed from my mouth. But at the same time, like, I'm just being so honest, you guys. Like, it's just crazy to me, like, how we can take such advantage of what we have. And if we just like literally share it with as many people as you can, like, you guys, like, this is the season right now of planting, and like that can mean like different things to different people. But I was on like a top and roller Zoom with Pam today, and that's what she said. She's like, this is the biggest planting season, and like because you are planting, she was like, your harvest can either reap now or it will never reap. And I was like, that is so true. Because if I just sit here and complain and complain and complain and not do anything, my paycheck's not going to go up from that. I'm not going to go presidential doing that, you know? But it's like, no, like if I just like accept the fact, like what happened, learned from it and go through it, everything's going to be fine, you know? So just like literally keep going. That's like all I can say about that. So that was my tip for the night. So yeah, if no one has any other questions, I'll go ahead and stop the recording. Carol, thank you so much for doing this. I'm shook. I'm sweating. I needed that. That was so good. I'm gonna go